The wind, just a breeze right now, and it's cloudy and dry. The field is in good shape. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore as Pittsburgh won the toss. They'll receive, and that's Marcus Wheaton, who sets up in the end zone. And away we go in this wild card playoff game from Pittsburgh with a kick through the end zone. And they are going to start with Ben Tate at running back. He just got here this week. And they have a fullback in the game as well in Will Johnson, who sets up on a wing to the right side. So Tate, for 5 days, a Steeler, and they put him right to work, and he takes it to the 22-yard line. So Roethlisberger is spreading it out. Probably see a lot of empty tonight. To the outside to Tate. So the guy just gets here, and right off the bat, he has a rush and a reception taken down by Webb. It'll make it 3rd down and 1. An undrafted rookie in Dre Archer. The other rookie was picked in the 3rd round. Fake to Tate. Ben has time. A little dump off to Wheaton. That'll be a 1st down. He takes it out to the 38-yard line. Kubiak, now the offensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens. Pistol here. Once again, through the middle. And then he loses the ball, but it's picked up by Brown at the 44-yard line. So Tate got the 1st down, then fumbles, but right there is the alert Brown for a big play and a 1st down at the 44-yard line.
Well, we've seen Antonio Brown do everything else this year, but
now you have Brown in the backfield, and he is in motion. Dre Archer is the other back. The pass is behind Brown, but he makes the catch. Look at that, and he comes very close to picking up the 1st down. 4-man rush. There's that pump fake. And then he's going to get taken down by Haloti Ngata. So Ngata suspended for the 4 games, violating the substance abuse policy. Said he took Adderall.
Now with Ngata, he doesn't allow you to step up and make a throw. You saw it there.
3rd and 13. And Ben throws, and that's dropped at the 31-yard line, intended for Heath Miller. Here is Baltimore's first offensive play. The running back is Justin Forsett, one of the best stories in the league this year. Flacco off the play fake to the deep outside, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Torrey Smith. Joe Flacco in postseason play, 9-4 as a starting quarterback. Of course, he won the Super Bowl, had that 4-game run. So you want to be a millionaire times 120?
Under Kubiak than what they did last year.
Franchise record for points. And then Flacco falls down. Trip on his way back, but holds on to the ball at the 3-yard line, setting up a 3rd down and long. Picked up in a trade with Tampa Bay to solidify the middle of the line in the offseason, and now Flacco escaping and running out of bounds at the 12-yard line, chased out there by James Harrison. So at least he gives Sam Cook some room to punt. Now the question is, as you look at Le'Veon Bell, not playing tonight, obviously, what about next week, if there is a next week? If they go to Denver, you think he'll be ready by then?
I get the feeling that it's a pretty good chance. They had him on the treadmill running up to 10.
Tate stays in the block, and then the pass is caught as Bryant adjusts and makes the catch. Got position on Webb and hauls it in. Suggs 12th year in the league and a dozen sacks this year. And here is Archer, and Archer gets swallowed up before he can get to the line of scrimmage. And there is Mr. Suggs. Well, there's no question that Ray Lewis is going to the Hall of Fame, and then Ed Reed will follow. And this guy should be in 5 years after he retires.
One of the best players in the league, and this is almost not fair. Now you get the same tight end block. Watch him throw Miller out of the way.
And 11 from the 22-yard line. 4-man rush again, pressure put on, and Ben is going to get sacked by Elvis Dumervil. Pass rush specialist, came over a couple of years ago in the fax machine fiasco, at least fiasco as far as Denver was concerned, had 17 sacks during the regular season.
If they're going to help, they're probably going to have to help that way, and that leaves Suggs one-on-one.
45-yard attempt for Sean Sweezum to try to put the first points of the game on the scoreboard, which he does. And there he is on that revamped offensive line. And he's going to see a lot of James Harrison tonight, as he does here. And Harrison almost gets to Flacco, who unleashes one deep downfield into double coverage, and a flag is thrown. Jacoby Jones was down there, and two Steelers covering on the play, and the flag is thrown. Looked like Mike Mitchell, the safety.
I think it's on Mike Mitchell. I think it's going to be helmet-to-helmet contact on a receiver. I don't believe there was pass interference on the play.
Blakeman makes the call.
Foul. Defense, number 23. Hit to the head and neck area of the receiver. It's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down, Baltimore.
It was a great play by Bryce McCain to knock the ball out, but then Mike Mitchell coming up here is going to go helmet to helmet, pretty easy to see, and that's a good call. So they don't get the 50-yard play down the field, rightly so, but they do get the 15-yard penalty.
Yardage. It was Mitchell who put that hit on A.J. Green last week. Green will be out of tomorrow's game against Indianapolis, and the pass is caught at the 50-yard line. That's Owen Daniels.
Mike Mitchell, Ohio University. Bryce McCain, University of Utah.
Flacco throwing over the middle, and it's going to be close to a first down for Owen Daniels. As he gets the ball to the 26-yard line, Spence and Harrison converge on the tackle. 4 average, tops among running backs in the league this season. Here he goes again. Exploits the hole and sets up a first down and goal. Tackled by Polamalu. Second down and goal. The running back is Bernard Pierce. He gets it. And Bernard Pierce gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Coleccio Semele with a block to spring him through the middle of the line. And so the Baltimore Ravens, bees in the Berg. The killer bees here. Ben Roethlisberger tied Drew Brees most passing yards in the league. Brown, a phenomenal season. 1698 in receiving yards. 1361 on the ground for Bell. Only teammates to finish top 2 in all 3 categories since 1970, the year of the AFL-NFL merger. 13-yard line. And Roethlisberger looking, throwing to the deep outside. That's caught, 32-yard line. Antonio Brown making the catch. Into the empty set here. And a 4-man rush. Then stepping up. There's that fake. And he's going to unleash it, and getting free is Heath Miller. And as Ben has done so many times through the years, extends the play. Looks like he's going to go down. He's tougher to tackle than an apartment building. He's already carried 5 times for 17 yards. Take it to him. And Ben's going to go deep and caught for a touchdown by Brown. But he's pushed out of bounds. He's pushed out. Brown looked like he was going to come down with it, but then he was pushed out of bounds. Incomplete.
Don't tell me now we get it.
Well, it's a 4th and 1.
Well, if they have 12 men now, that is a killer.
That is a major killer.
12 men, information defense. That means 5 yards. Yards is enough for the first down, Pittsburgh.
The old special teams coach John Harbaugh, you saw him counting and knowing they were guilty. Then the pass over the middle. A flag is thrown as Ben Tate takes a shot, gets it to the 19-yard line, and that is Rashawn Melvin, who is down on the grass.
Personal foul. Defense, number 38. Hit to the head and neck area of the defenseless player. Penalties half the distance to the goal line from the end of the run. First down, Pittsburgh.
Melvin the penalty, and he's the guy who gets injured.
Something else.
Good as ever. They go 5 wide on 3rd down and goal. Roethlisberger fires, caught to the 4-yard line goes Martavis Bryant. So the Baltimore defense able to hold them to a field goal attempt. Tackled there by Webb. Clock ticking down to 6 minutes to go in the half. And Sweezum comes back out to try to make it a 1-point game. This will be a 22-yard attempt for Sweezum. Field goal is good. We got 5:40 to go in the half, and it's a 1-point game in this AFC wildcard contest in Pittsburgh.
Osemele did that. So Yanda and Osemele, when they're both playing guards, probably the best there is.
Straight drop, good protection. Flacco guns it wide open at the 45-yard line. Steve Smith, who makes the catch and falls down and spins the ball after a gain of 25. In October, 2nd down and 6 from the 47-yard line. Here goes Forsett, and Forsett finding room to the 45. Well, last year the Ravens were 29th in the league, and a couple of flags come in. You get, in fact, 3 of them.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 93.
Yep.
Penalties 15 yards to the end of the run. First down, Baltimore.
Very little down when you see 3 flags within 4 yards of each other. 2/3 of the year. 3rd down and 10. And Flacco, nice pocket throws, caught. Daniels to the 11-yard line. Another first down. Troy Polamalu making the tackle. Gain of 19. 3rd and 9. Flacco chased by Harrison, throws, and it's knocked away by Gay. William Gay on a pass intended for Marlon Brown, and so they limit them to a Tucker field goal attempt. 28-yard attempt by Justin Tucker is good. 2:42. And Roethlisberger. A couple of pump fakes and the salute, of course, to Heath Miller, as has been the case in his 10 years in the league. First down.
Then on the other side, Elvis Dumerville, who has sacked Ben a whole bunch of times. 18th sack of the year.
Last play before the 2-minute warning is caught. Martavis Bryant, and he has it out to the 43-yard line. That'll be a first down, and with 1:57 to go in the half, it's the 2-minute warning, and Baltimore leads by 4. 3 receivers set to the right. Roethlisberger stepping up, dumps it over the middle, wide open. That's Marcus Wheaton. And Wheaton should have enough for a first down before he goes out of bounds. Taken out by Webb.
He had all those linebackers up.
And the pass caught at the 30-yard line. That is Heath Miller, well short of the first, and they'll have to settle for another field goal attempt to try to make it a 1-point game. This will be a 47-yard attempt for Sean Sweezum. And that's perfect. And now the field position is bad, so they're not going to use those timeouts. They'll just kneel down. They're going to get the ball to start the second half, the Ravens will. And the teams will go to the respective locker rooms in a game where if Baltimore wins, they go to New England next Saturday, and if Pittsburgh wins, they will go to Denver next Sunday in the second round of the playoffs. Sweezum to kick off. And Jacoby Jones has been held in check to this point. See what he does here. 8 yards in. He's coming out again. And this time the coverage very good again. Ross Ventrone is there. Let's go to Michelle. Sure, spent 1 year there when Rodgers was a Cal, and then he falls down. Does Flacco. That's happened a couple of times tonight, and that ends that play as Polamalu comes in to swallow up the ball carrier. Perspective, good field position. Forsett leaves the backfield. Flacco, quick throw over the middle, caught by Smith. To the 28-yard line goes Torrey Smith, who's been quiet tonight, and then a big first catch for a first down. Gain of 16 on a 3rd and 14. From the 37-yard line. Flacco going deep for Smith again. He got a flag down. And so Smith, who was shut out in the first half, that time covered by Antoine Blake. 2 flags on the play.
There are 2 fouls against the defense on the play. Holding. That penalty is declined. Pass interference. Number 31. While we place at the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
And Cleveland at 41. That's Antoine Blake with a pass interference.
Tonight, a little tougher.
32-yard penalty. Play action. And the ball
is
loose. The ball is going to be ruled loose on the field as Sean Spence came in and recovered by Baltimore.
I think that's a fumble all the way.
Live ball, yep. Lines up in the backfield with Flacco. Four-man rush, pass caught, and there is your 10-yard, maybe 15-yard gain now, as Steve Smith cuts across the middle and gets him into good field goal position for Justin Tucker. And he does, and that's the way the first drive of the second half ends. 10:06 to go in the third quarter. And Tate, coming into camp early in the week, had been with Cleveland and Minnesota briefly this season. Gain of a couple out to the 32-yard line.
Can you imagine, though, coming in on a football team and having about 3 days of practice and saying, oh, by the way, you're the starter, go get them?
3rd and 7, the play clock is at 1. They just do get the play off. And Ben dancing in the pocket, guns one, that's incomplete at the 50-yard line, and looking for a flag there was Heath Miller, and gets none. The Ides of March. And Harbaugh, a surprising choice when he got the job. He'd been the longtime special teams coach in Philadelphia. Now Flacco's going to go deep on first down, and it's going to be hauled in at the 30-yard line. Steve Smith down the sideline, making the catch.
You know, I was thinking, watching Steve Smith make that catch on 3rd down, you might kind of wake him up here. And this is McCain.
From the 14. And Flacco. Buying time, he's going to take off with it, and then slides to a stop at the 8-yard line, turning nothing into a little something. Play clock at 3. Only a 3-man rush. Flacco escaping, throwing, and it will be caught for a touchdown by Torrey Smith. As he goes to the ground, he keeps possession. The officials come in for a better look, and they go 69 yards in 6 plays. And on the move again, first down at the 42-yard line. Fourth set. Gain of a yard, maybe 2. Four-man rush. Dumped it off over the middle. And it is Forsett, who's going to be a little bit short of the first down. Polamalu and Vince Williams are there.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's going to be, it looks like, inches short of the first down.
I got to say, I think the way my defense is playing, I might have punted this football with an 11-point lead, but you're playing to move on in the playoffs, and somebody once said you're playing to win the game, so here they go.
4th and inches.
Marshall Yonda's usually the guy that run behind.
And Flacco's going to take it himself and picks up the first down. So on a quarterback sneak right through the middle. Yonda's left side. Ball at 47. Take a little bit more time off the clock here. And then he put on the ground and recovered by Tuitt of Pittsburgh. So Forsett with a fumble, and the Steelers in dire need of a big takeaway get just that. And Pittsburgh with the fumble recovery and a first down at the 45-yard line, and Ben is going to go for it. Oh, to Brown. He catches it. Touchdown.
It's under review.
Well, they're going to review this, and then Tomlin's going to talk to Roethlisberger because it's conceivable they'll go for 2. We'll see. But the official review first when we come back.
It's very close, but is there a definitive
After
look?
review of the play, the receiver's left knee was down by contact with the ball positioned at the half-yard line. The ball we placed at the half-yard line, 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
All right, they saw something that we didn't see.
Blakeman's mine. Get a little different angle of it here. There's the knee down, and that's probably the one they use right there. That looks pretty good.
There's your angle. Johnson.
And Tate's fumbled once tonight.
And that's Miller providing leverage.
And we had movement.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
That's a big call now.
Ball start. Offense, the right guard. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Wheaton across the formation in motion. And Ben throws, and that will be hauled in by Bryant for a touchdown.
Probably not enough. I think that's a pretty good no call there. I would have let that one go too.
And they'll go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. 4 for 4 on 2-point conversions this season. And Roethlisberger looking for the deuce, and it's intercepted in the end zone. So that is Elam. That's the end of the play. So it remains a 5-point game.
He's deep in the middle of the field now, though.
He's 20 yards deep as Flacco throws, and it's caught by Daniels, and Daniels converts on a 3rd and 13 into the Pittsburgh bench he goes. Big first down. Flacco going deep, and it is no good. Out of bounds was Torrey Smith. Pulled it in out of bounds. How about that call on a 3rd and 1? 2-yarder, of course, the downside to this, if he misses, Pittsburgh gets it at the 42-yard line. And Tucker's kick is good. Started to hook a little bit and then stayed inside that left upright. Still a 1-possession game, 8-point lead, 23-15 Ravens. Beyond Bell, just hoping for a chance to maybe play next weekend.
Look at all the guys on the outside. Look at this formation. 3 on each side.
3rd and 4. And Ben spun around, gets it away, and then it's tipped and almost picked at the 21-yard line and picked. Suggs comes up with it.
Pressure gets there. Tate can't hold on, and then Suggs does somehow, some way. He is magical in this series against Ben Roethlisberger.
16 postseason games, his first postseason interception. And now Flacco throwing off the fake. It is caught by Crockett Gilmore for the touchdown.
Sort of their guy at corner. They just have not been able to take advantage of these guys.
And Ben guns one over the middle. Brown makes this catch. First down at the Baltimore 41-yard line. The Ravens are in right now on a 1st and 10. With Ben stepping up, taking off with it. And Roethlisberger to the 24-yard line. Play clock at 1. And Ben jostled, contacted, and sacked. Courtney Upshaw came flying through to make it 3rd down and long, and Ben still down. And Gronkowski throws. That's caught by Miller. And Heath Miller to the 18-yard line. That's going to make it 4th down and 3.
And Heath is down.
Gronkowski on a 4th and 3. Matt Spaeth takes the spot of Miller. Brown goes in motion. And Gronkowski, in kind of a Walter Mitty moment, throws. Caught. Brown makes the catch. And he almost backtracked to the point where he might not have had the first down. But he does pick up 4 when he needed 3, and it's a first down at the 14-yard line. So he passed whatever protocol they were putting him through. Miller is back into the game, and now it's 2nd and 10. 3:04 remaining in the 4th. Ben throwing and intercepted in the end zone by Darian Stewart. They bring Ben back into the game, and his very first play is a pick. The Cincinnati-Indianapolis winner goes to Denver next week. 3rd and 8. Here's Forsett. And he gets taken down, so it'll be 4th down. Shazier makes the tackle. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. So Pittsburgh will get the ball back. 1 timeout, 120 seconds, and down by 15.
Playoff time, you just can't count out the Ravens, can you?
No.
I mean, there were so many times this year you just sort of said, okay, the Bengals beat them twice. Look out.
High snap, and it is Shamarko Thomas out of the end zone. So they're going to get the ball again. They're going to get a couple of points to make it 30-17.
You know, you put Nada back on the Ravens and you take Le'Veon Bell off the Steelers, and that switch didn't work out tonight for Pittsburgh.
4th and 3, and they do keep it alive, but then the ball is loose. Dropped by Miller, and the Baltimore Ravens are there and come up with the football. Even though the Pittsburgh Steelers say they have it, the officials say, no, you don't. And that will do it.
No fluke there, though.
Nope.
Ravens put it to them tonight. And they did exactly what we talked about early on. Had to hit Ben Roethlisberger all night. They did it.
3 takeaways on the last 3 Pittsburgh possessions by the Baltimore Ravens, including that one by Terrell Suggs. So the Ravens will move on to the round of 8.